The following video has been approved by the JD marketing team. The video has been rated JD. The following video may not be suitable for all viewers. I would call a Star Killer. That's some significant bang bang. Oh, wow. Good morning and g'day, mate. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, JD. So today we're setting up a new planet. And its only objective is to shoot the star. And that's going to first start with dropping in this basic structure that we made in the last episode that's hopefully going to be able to ship in all our materials. Now, it turns out the new blueprinting method, not only is it awesome, it also, well, accounts for the weirdness of planets. But it does mean lining this up is a bit of a nightmare. Okay, that's where it should go. That is not right still. No, it needs to go on that side, I hope. But somehow I don't have enough sorters. Is that right? That looks right. I think that's right. Okay, I don't have enough sorters. We need to put down a temporary station and request in a bunch of sorters. Meanwhile, I should note that a couple of things have happened. One, I have started naming some of the stars in the background. Okay, if we zoom out far enough, we can see. And again, I did say I was going to take from the Patreon list. I have taken from the Patreon list. I've been working my way backwards from newest patron across to the oldest patron. I did have some requests for taking members from the YouTube memberships as well. And they're a little bit more difficult to see, is probably the best way of putting it. On top of that, they tend to use people's YouTube account names, which risks that it being your real name. Because, like, I know my YouTube account is technically tied to my full name because, you know, I didn't pre-think things out. So, probably planet names. We'll see. I do want to do something special to celebrate YouTube members because, look, between Patreon members, YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, you guys do so much to support me and this channel, keep this channel running, and I appreciate it. So I want to celebrate you guys, but we've started off with the Patreon members, as I said. So we have Snowso, Indie, the Exis. We have Zetlium, and Shamalong. Yeah, look, if you've been watching the channel long enough, you know that I'm going to ruin every name that I have to pronounce. So thank you everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you everybody for doing what you do, whether it be a little bit or a lot. It all goes a very, very long way to keeping this channel running. And yeah, thank you for everything you are doing. And hopefully, whilst I've been blabbing for that long, no, they're still not here. Okay. In the meantime, I noticed, whilst looking over my shoulder, something new and amazing. Now I can't see it. Hang on. They're gone. Okay. We'll grab those. Yeah, no, it's definitely happened. I don't know where they are. But as you can see, we're absorbing 16,000 and there's 17,000 solar cells in the network. So we have some solar cells that are not being absorbed. And I'm willing to bet it's because a lot of these smaller ones, like this one, it's complete. Well, actually, it's not complete. Okay, maybe the game was just thinking about it. Well, actually, no. The inside layer, yeah, there's definitely some sections of the sphere that are getting complete. So it looks like we will probably have to start launching Probably have to start building more sphere. But with the parts that I just had arrived, hopefully it now means I can put down this. If I can find the exact tile it lines up with, which happens to be that one, I think. Yeah, that looks cool. It looks correct, I hope. Okay. 0. 0. Clear, in fact. And clear. We'll put that back in there. We'll set it to 0. Because our plan for this planet is EM rail ejectors instead. I would like a lot. Yes. Okay. With that, I also need to bootstrap. Do we have fuel here yet? No, fuel's still on its way. I don't need more suns, not for a long time. I do need you to have... do you need ships? No, you don't actually need ships. You do need little ships. Yes. Okay, so our plan is to... This is orbit number 3, or planet number 3, which I'm still having an indicator line on. So this is planet number 3, and our plan here is to make as many cannons as possible and fire them at the sun. We want to be able to launch, well, we just went to the previous episode, the previous planet, and made 7,000 solar sails per minute. And each cannon launches 20 solar sails. So we made enough to fire many, 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 many cannons at once. This planet happens to have sulfuric acid, I should mention that, which means we need to tap all the sulfuric acid and put them into logistics towers. Cool, things are definitely arriving. No, that's the one I'm looking for. Yes, you have fuel. Okay. So, with you now having fuel, it means I should be able to power these guys up, which should mean... take one of those, drop it in there, and voomp! Everything lights up. I love that. I love that. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to build lots and lots of cannons. Now, with most planets, you have one side of the planet which is bare, and the other side of the planet is covered in resources. No matter what, I need to loop the whole planet and get all the resources all the cannons down I possibly can. So I'm gonna have to build around the resources, much like I did in the previous planet. I'm just gonna have to do it. So I'm gonna use substations only because I don't actually have the bigger and better power poles. Maybe they are automated. Actually, are they automated? They must be. Now I know they use power, but I'm sort of at a point in the game where power becomes irrelevant. The fact that they're not showing up means even though they have to be automated, for me to get satellite substations. They're not in the network, and I hated the substations, but now we have the flat ones that actually stay on the planet. I honestly don't mind them. You can go there, you can go there, you can go there, and you can go there. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for that. No, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, can I put one there, and one there? Alright, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. The big giant X. Okay. So I want one of those. I'm going to need some belts. We're good so far. You're going to move out item number 1, which is going to end up being solar sails. I'm going to need all the sorters in the world. I'm going to need all the power poles in the world. And we're going to need all the rail ejectors in the world. Yes, that's going to be our start project. So, what I want to be able to do is I want something that is very, 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 very blueprintable. You know what? We're going to make you go away. Okay, that way I can start on this line. And that is as close together as I can put them. But I'm going to space them out just a little bit. And put those guys down. Can you go even further away? And a sword of steel reach? No. Okay, so that is as far away as you can go. Actually, we're going to set that first. And then we're going to copy and paste them. Actually, let's go all out. Let's add the sorter. Then copy and paste. Okay, that's the easy part. Now, if I added some here as well, can I get power poles into this mix? Because that's the vitally important question. Plus. Yes. Do they reach the sorters? No, they don't. Can I get power poles in here somewhere? No. No. Okay, if I use substations. That's a lot of substations. How far away can substations be from one another and still work for our intended use? Okay, so I can put substations there and then power up both rows. No, it's actually, that's the tile I want. Okay, that would be our spacing. And that would power up both rows. It's going to use a lot of power with all these substations, don't get me wrong. Our next option is... Actually, that still works. And our next option from there is that which does not work. Okay, so that becomes our substations. Yes. Let's turn on our lights. Which still... I really wish there was an option for me to just tone it down just a little bit. Okay. And then cannons. Rotate them twice. Cannons again. And then where the hell do you go? There. With a spacing of 27 tiles apart. Yeah. Okay, and then you would go there. That's conveniently gone around the sulfuric acid so far. And there. Oh, the belt line. Crap. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Alright. Those guys, and then those guys. Now, another basic question we need to ask ourselves is, you guys, it won't tell me unless you have solar cells. Oh no, it does, yep. Ejection speed, 20 per minute. Okay, so if a belt moves 60 items per second, no, 30 items per second, 30 items per second, and obviously there's 60 seconds in a minute, that's 1800 belt. Now, if we divide that by 20 items per minute, means I can support 90 ejectors on one belt. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. That'd be 50 at that point. So right here would be 50, 51. because we started counting there at a prime meridian. Okay, so it means every quarter of the way around the planet, I'd have to re-inject new sails. Okay, so we've learnt something critically important. You go, I want to say there. Okay, and power... Actually, it looks like I started the... No, because power is going to be weird. Okay, so power is a separate problem. One problem at a time. Along with the sulfuric acid and the other the other resources we're going to find as we travel around the map. Actually, you know what? You know what? Let me put in a cart. Yes, we're going to put in a cart. I'm going to finish building this loop all the way around the planet. Yeah, I want to see what this looks like. With the belt going all the way around. Plus, I'm going to have to bury, or probably actually skip. Skip or bury. Bit of both. Bury any resources that get in the way. Same as we did on the previous planet. We'll still mine them. It just might take us a second to get the mining set up. But yeah, bury any resources, put down any cannons, and I just ran out of belt. Yeah, so I'm going to set this up. I'll be back in a sec. And welcome back. And like, you know how I said I was just going to put a ring of launches around the world, and then, you know, I went and put on a movie and a podcast, and went and had some lunch, and even went to bed, and then got up at 3 a.m. because the cat really had to be patted. At least that's what the cat was telling me. And then some things happened, and more things happened, and 2,400 railguns were born upon this planet, which means the only thing we need to do is set some requests, which I'm going to set fairly low to start with, because there is no way we have enough production for all these sales in the whole universe. I guarantee it. It's just not going to happen. I have gone and bolstered our sail production by doubling it, and then doubling it again, but I still don't think we have enough. Yeah. But it should bring an interesting light show. At the same time, you can see I have foundationed half the planet, and I actually have the rest of the foundations here to do the rest of the planet. Okay, so if you guys have all requested, let's then... at least something. Let's start maxing some of these towers out and setting off some ships, and we'll see how far we get. Max. We got that far. Oh, no, there's still ships going out. 2,000. 3,000. 4,000. Okay. We haven't run out yet. Yeah, I think we've run out. Oh yeah, I think we've run out. I can definitely confirm we have run out of sales in the whole universe. But it should be an... Come on, drag. It should be an interesting light show, because between the mods and these guys choosing, you know, retargeting different orbits, it should have a interesting number, a very interesting number of sales popping up. Now, if we just zoom out a little bit, you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of yellow ships coming from our sail planet, along with a whole bunch of ships going to our sail planet to make sails. We are making entire star cluster. We are making in the vicinity of 10,000 sails per minute. 15,000 sales per minute, which is like a reasonable number. At the same time, wow. Okay, At the same time, because 5 hours have passed, Dyson Sphere, not a lot of our sales are being consumed anymore. A lot of the portions are actually complete. Half of these guys are not loaded because we don't have sales. Oh, here's a bunch of ships. Here's a bunch more ships. And more ships. Come on. I want to see some sales in here and some sales in here. In the meantime, yeah, I would call a Star Killer. Glad we could make a name for this planet, but that's some significant bang bang. Oh wow. That's all the frames disappearing at the same time. Yeah, I do want to point out, okay, and this one, I sort of turn the system on to test it. This one I found to be interesting. See how we have two different points we're shooting on this one orbit. Actually, better if we zoom out, view that item, and then we can come down here and confirm. These sails are definitely joining onto this exact same one. And I actually thought that somehow I'd managed to get two orbits exactly the same. If we go to orbit number 14, you will notice that our new planet, our Star Killer, is shooting to here. And all the way over here, buried in between the two spheres in there, is also firing down to orbit number 14. So it turns out, and this is going to make orbital dynamics and trying to find the ideal spot to shoot even harder. I have two different planets shooting into two different points on the same orbit, which means like any hope we ever had of working out some stuff, I think just went out the window completely. So yeah, and about those layers, I think it's going to be time, considering we have 30,000 sails in orbit already, and we're only absorbing 10,000. I think it's going to be time that I need to slightly upgrade our Dyson Sphere. We're just going to turn that off for a second. Okay, a couple of clicks later, and I think we have the bottom part of the sphere organized at least. So we should have some large sections up at the top. Yes. I haven't missed any lines. Nope, I've missed a whole bunch of lines. Okay. I want to look at a future challenge of trying to make a Dyson Sphere with continuous lines. Okay, so lots of large sections, and then we'll start filling in some smaller sections. I just saw I missed another frame piece. That one. That's the one missing. Okay, and I can see more are missing. I did well. This is why we build it in sections. That one. It's funny. After the lines disappear, it's actually easier to see what you're doing. Okay. So we're going to start with just that because, and funnily enough, this is the inside layer. So after the outside layer goes over the top, which I'm assuming I'm going to use the exact same pattern, means the only way you're going to see the inside layer and the inside patterning is if you happen to be between the sphere and the sun. But with that set up, and we turn that back on, one, the game is going to lose all the frames because, no, back out to map view. We just turned on our tidally locked rockets planet as well, which is going to start launching a lot of rockets because we now need, what is that? 3.8 million sails. We have 1 million sails already, but 3.8 is the new number, and okay, so that's 43,000 rockets. We now need, oh, just another 60,000 rockets. Yes. that'll take just a second, I think. Well, we've only got a couple of hundred rocket silos on that planet, so it will actually take a minute. But in the meantime, this is 2,412 cannons going very, very, very crazy. And apart from the graphical glitches, which is just Dyson Sphere does not like you zoomed out that far doing things. No, actually, turns out a fair portion of the cannons are still missing sails. Yeah, we're still not producing sails nearly fast enough. Yeah, okay. Alright. Where is our sail planet? Over there. By the way, good name for the sail planet. Like, please, down in the comment section, give me a good name for the sail planet. Because I don't have one at all. Alright. Let's just walk across there real fast. And see whether we can do something about sail production. Helps if I aim for the planet. Yeah. Okay, I actually hit it this time, so I get bonus points there. Okay, I also updated this blueprint. Cool, perfect landing. Alright, this was our original blueprint, and as you can see, like, it did the job. It did the job, but this is one of the reasons I think Factorio is so successful. The fact that you can build something and then very, very quickly blueprint it and then squeeze it together. Because we made the first build and then we made the second build and we basically used up a giant chunk of the planet. And then over here, I cut it into sections and I re-blueprinted it. And after re-blueprinting it, I took out all the excess space we had between point A and point B. And that means I actually fit 3 copies in this section without any hassle whatsoever. And I've still got, if we bring our belts, where's the grid shift? I don't even have the super light on. It's so hard to see things on white planets. That's where the grid shift's there. So I still have just a tiny bit. Like, it is a tiny bit of room left. And that one issue... Oh, and we're short on power. Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised at all? Okay, let's go and see about power. Which should be as easy as throwing in... some more songs. Yeah, you gotta hook up to the right belt, the one that actually has fuel on it. The other one's carrying warpers. They don't turn into fuel, into power quite nearly as well. Alright. Throw some of those down. Now the extra ports we'll talk about in the next episode, I think, because I did find some other interesting mods which I think might help the budding agent of I was going to say chaos, Cosmos out there, just to make your life a little bit easier. It's all the towers. All the towers are using all the power. Okay. 85%. Cool. We're not pushing the limit at all. How do I get that out? Unfortunately, I don't now, it looks like. Oh, you're the one actually making this. Or making antimatter. Let's bring that belt up. And then I can bring antimatter out. And we have all this free space, so you know what? We're going to bring the belt up and down. And then I'll take it around at this point. And we're at 83%. So I'm just going to just going to copy that. I'm going to start on a prime meridian, and I'm actually going to work my way backward. Like that. And you'll need some power, or you... Yeah, the fact that the loaders are not powered by the suns does frustrate me too. Okay, and we'll just throw down some substations so you all work 60% power. Okay, now back to what I was talking about over here. So yeah, I managed to squeeze everything a little bit closer together, which does mean that if we come here and we hit the plus button, and wherever you start clicking starts the blueprint. That's something else important I should add. We select all of that, plus all of that, plus all of that. I don't want the power poles, because they're actually part of the next blueprint. And then we select through to... Hang on, is it a glass problem again? Oh wow, it's actually a glass problem again. I've got double input to try and get enough glass into these builds. Okay. I did start, because this planet does have 8 million stone, I did start a small side project of smelting glass right here, which is full. Okay. Did I not set requests, or did I not add drones? I didn't set requests, and I didn't add drones. We did well. Demand. 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 Okay, change that to that one. Which will actually send some drones out. Change that to that one as well. Which will again send some drones out. Demand. Okay, set you back to that one. Set you back to that one. Look and go. Grab yet more drones. Yoink. Local demand. Local demand. You guys can have some little drones as well. So that probably means you're in the same boat. Yes. Oh, ooh. These are set to local supply, so they're taking from one to deliver to the other. Good job. Good job. Okay, I need yet more drones, which haven't been delivered yet. Alright, with that said and done, you've got drones, you don't have drones. Okay, so I'm literally 50 short. Of course I am. You know what? I'm going to take all of them out of there. I'm going to split the stack. Going to put half in there. And we'll put half in there. Just in case we forget to fill them up. Alright. As I was saying, if we go to blueprints and I take the blueprint we just made and look at the list of items, I need 125 assembly machines, 2,100 belts, and like 700 sorters. So like all of those, and half of those, and all of that, and what else did I say? I have the assembly machines, I have the Tesla towers, I have the stations, I have that. I need, yeah, 800 belt and 200 sorters. And you have gaps in the blueprint. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, start there. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy all of this very gingerly. Copy all of this swing the mouse around. Don't miss a tile. Cover all tiles 3 times if you have to. Now, before I was placing on the meridians or on the quarters of the planet. I don't have to actually worry about that anymore because it's now a blueprint. So I could literally dump that there if I had the materials. So we just need a few hundred sorters, which haven't arrived, and a few hundred belt that hasn't arrived. Meanwhile, back to this problem. There is 152,000 sails in orbit, and actually somehow we're absorbing 163. No, that's 16,000. Not 163. That's 16,000. Okay. Are you activated? Yes, you're absorbing. Yes, you're absorbing. Okay, maybe we're firing too many sails too quickly. It is a possibility. It is a possibility. Like maybe 2,400 sails per minute? No, 2,400 launches. Hang on. 2,400. I need a calculator. 2,400 multiplied by. They launch 20 per minute. That's 48,000 sails per second. No wonder this number's so high. So quickly. Alright. Back to our problem at hand. Oh, do I have any water I need to fill in? No. Cool. We managed to dodge resources and water. I did well. Okay, I need all those belts. I need probably all those sorters. I think I might need another lot of belts. No, it just says collide with object. Okay, I do have resources in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to unapologetically bury those resources. And then scroll back to here. Land. Just placing these blueprints drops all the frames, and it is sometimes very awkward to get them in the right spot. I want to put this basically as close to the previous one as possible, which seems to be there, and I have no idea how much we just increased our launching capabilities by. A lot, along with probably our power demand. But yes, it then becomes exactly that easy to, and don't forget everything's been removed from my inventory already, so yeah, it becomes exactly that easy to get new resource nodes up and running. I need drones. Can I have... You can see it through the planet. Can I have all the drones, please? Can I also have... None of it's arrived. Okay. Never mind. I want you to have... drones. There you go. That'll get some drones being... Oh, some drones out picking up materials. We need to set that high. We need to set that high. I need to set... That's the only thing that doesn't get copied across, the power settings. So, just, you know, increase the power settings and increase the distance. I'm starting to think maybe I should actually turn on faster warping. Like, there's a lot of ships going back and forth. They could all be warping. We are doing more research to speed them up. I just worry how many warpers they use. Entire cycle lasts 10 minutes. Yeah, number one. We are using 250 warpers per minute. Okay. You know what? You need ships. We're going to set this to half an AU. I'm going to set this one to half an AU. Come on, I want this built. set that to that. Set drones in there, because we do have glass locally. Set drones in there, set ships in there, set ships in there. So you have warpers, you don't have warpers. Okay, let's just do a couple of these. So we'll go half an AU, half an AU, half an AU. That's fire ice. Yeah, 1 AU will work fine, doesn't really matter. Yeah, warping also consumes a lot of power. I'm wondering if it's actually going to cost me more power overall by warping. That one can go down to half an AU. That one can go down to half AU. That one, come on, come on, come on. What? Why can't I click on that one? There we go. And we'll give you more power. Yeah, that's really low on power. And done. You guys don't have warpers, so it doesn't matter what I set you to. But yeah, they're bringing in stone locally from this planet. Yep, and just converting it straight into glass. I'm pretty sure the ratios for the smelters are wrong. But I didn't care, I just copied them from our Forged with Fire planet. So, you know, voila, done, easy, quick. I like quick. Okay, so with all those changed across, does it mean we have a whole lot less traffic? Not really. There's still a lot of ships going back and forth. What are you waiting on? Iron? Okay, so the iron and the copper came in at non-warp speed. Which is weird, because iron and copper is one of those things that we just have heaps of. Yeah, heaps of. As that's all, I think that's all that's stopping this build running. Can we just steal like half your iron? Cool. And you can also steal half your copper, please. Copper. Demand. And reset that filter. Okay. Yes. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to need more solar cell production. Obviously, we can tell that. But in the meantime, that sun is... Well, it's going to have some Dyson swarms whether I like it or not. Because we just... I overdid it. Let's be honest. I overdid it. I might have just, you know, overdid it by just a little bit. But even with random patterns, because that's what we set them to, they still look cool. I have to admit, they look cool. All right. Yeah, 222,000 and counting. We do have 16,000 being absorbed. Rockets are still launching. Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. And I am going to be calling this episode here. I obviously need to do... Maybe I don't need to do anything about glass smelting. I thought we were out. Nope, those belts have glass on them. Those belts might not have glass on them. They don't have warpers. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the one with warpers, which is full. That's the one with warpers, which is full. That's one without warpers, which is empty. I am double feeding to get the throughput that I require. Just because I was not having any luck with a single. There's still a lot of ships going back and forth. Like, you can spot the copper ones. I'm assuming a good portion of our iron as well. I know Forged in Fire is set to not use warpers. So if the ships are coming from that end, they'll leave without warpers. But yes, I've definitely rambled for long enough. I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode where somehow we're going to have to either make more sails or more rockets. We still have a whole planet that we haven't spoken about for a while. Number 5, that we were going to turn into a production planet. I haven't even visited yet. It has fire ice, it has fractal silicon, not a lot of either, but you know, it doesn't really matter with what our mining productivity is. I think we're going to have to go here next, and we're probably going to have to do something about rockets. Actually, we might have to do something about power. New antimatter fuel rods. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about antimatter. No, that's antimatter. Antimatter fuel rods. Yep. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about antimatter fuel rods before we flatten the whole planet, or the whole galaxy, because a lot of things have started being swapped across and running on antimatter fuel rods. Critical photons should still be fine. Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. Yeah, so we're going to have to go look at, and that's also worrying. That's very worrying. So yeah, we're going to have to look at antimatter fuel rods. I think antimatter fuel rods in the next one, which we will probably do on Middle Earth, because I'm pretty sure, and I might go do that right now, I'm pretty sure Middle Earth doesn't need to really fire any more of those rail ejectors. I'm pretty sure it's all done. It's all fired out. So yeah, I'm gonna go turn that one off in favor of our Star Killer. Which it's still, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we do something else absolutely ridiculous. Alright, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye.